Dodgers fans, you won't believe this, Mookie Betts could be heading back to the Boston Red Sox. A massive trade proposal is making waves, and if it happens, it would shake up the entire league. Could the Dodgers actually trade away their superstar? What would Los Angeles get in return? And is Boston really trying to undo one of the most controversial trades in their history? This is the kind of breaking news that no baseball fan can afford to miss. Stick around, because we're breaking down everything you need to know about this shocking trade rumor right now. Dodgers fans, you are not going to believe what's being talked about right now. A massive trade proposal is making waves, and it involves none other than Mookie Betts possibly heading back to the Boston Red Sox. That's right, the same team that sent him to Los Angeles in 2020 could actually be looking to bring him back, and this is something that has the entire baseball world buzzing. Whether you love it or hate it, this rumor is something every Dodgers fan needs to hear, and we are going to break it all down right now. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get straight into the details because this is huge. Now, before we even dive into how a trade like this could go down, let's take a step back and remember how Mookie Betts became a Dodger in the first place. Back in 2020, the Red Sox made the shocking decision to trade away their homegrown superstar in a move that still has Boston fans shaking their heads. The deal sent Mookie Betts and David Price to Los Angeles in exchange for Alex Verdugo, Jeter Downs, and Connor Wong. At the time, the Red Sox were looking to reset financially, and the Dodgers were more than happy to take advantage, locking Betts up with a massive 12-year, $365 million contract extension. Since then, Betts has been nothing short of incredible for the Dodgers, winning a World Series in 2020, putting up MVP-caliber numbers, and becoming the heart and soul of this team. But now, with all the major moves the Dodgers have made this offseason, including signing Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto to record-breaking deals, the question has started to surface: could Los Angeles actually consider moving on from Mookie Betts? And even crazier, could Boston really be trying to bring him back? According to recent rumors, there is at least some level of discussion around the possibility, and if a deal were to happen, it would have massive implications for both teams. So, let's break this down. Why would the Dodgers even consider trading Mookie Betts? On the surface, it sounds insane. We're talking about one of the best players in all of baseball, a fan favorite, and a guy who has been nothing but elite since arriving in Los Angeles. But when you start looking at the bigger picture, there are a few reasons why this could at least be something the front office is discussing. First and foremost, there's the financial aspect. The Dodgers have spent an unprecedented amount of money this offseason. Shohei Ohtani's contract, while structured in a way that helps the team in the short term, is still a massive commitment. Add in the $325 million given to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the extensions for other key players, and the team's long-term payroll obligations, and suddenly, the idea of clearing some salary doesn't seem so far-fetched. Now, let's be clear, the Dodgers do not have a financial problem. This is one of the wealthiest franchises in baseball, and they have shown time and time again that they are willing to spend whatever it takes to win. But at the same time, no team wants to be stuck in a situation where they have too many big contracts limiting their flexibility. If they feel that moving Betts could help them extend their competitive window even further, it's at least something to think about. Then, there's the positional aspect. We've seen Mookie Betts start playing more infield lately, specifically at second base. That's something he has embraced, and he's been really good at it. But if the Dodgers are thinking long-term, they might want to fully commit to reshaping their infield and outfield in a way that better aligns with their future plans. If that's the case, trading Betts might be a way to accomplish that while also getting back a haul of young talent. So, what would a trade look like? This is where things get really interesting. If Boston is serious about bringing Mookie Betts back, they are going to have to give up a major package to make it happen. We're talking about multiple top prospects, potentially a young major league player, and maybe even some salary relief to offset the money involved. A realistic trade could see the Red Sox offering a package centered around Marcelo Mayer, one of the top shortstop prospects in baseball, along with a pitcher like Brian Bello and possibly someone like Jarren Duran, who would give the Dodgers another outfield option. But even with a package like that, would the Dodgers really say yes? That's the big question. On one hand, it would give them even more young talent to build around, adding to a farm system that is already one of the best in the game. It could also allow them to shift their financial focus elsewhere, maybe even setting up another massive move down the road. On the other hand, losing Mookie Betts would be a massive blow, not just on the field but in the clubhouse as well. This is a guy who brings leadership, experience, and a championship mentality. Trading him away would not sit well with a lot of fans, and the front office would have to be absolutely sure that it's the right move before pulling the trigger. And let's talk about it from Boston's perspective. The Red Sox have been in a weird place for the past few years. They've had moments of competitiveness, but overall, they have struggled to establish a clear direction. Bringing back Mookie Betts would be a huge statement, not just to their fans but to the rest of the league. It would signal that they are serious about contending again, and it would give them the superstar presence that they have been missing since they traded him away in the first place. But is it realistic? That's where things get tricky. Boston's ownership has not always been willing to spend big, and while they do have the financial flexibility to take on Betts' contract, they would have to be fully committed to building around him. If they're not willing to make other big moves to support him, then trading away top prospects might not make sense for them. At the end of the day, this is still just a rumor, but it's one that has sparked a lot of discussion. The idea of Mookie Betts returning to Boston is something that would shake up the entire baseball world, and whether or not it actually happens, it's a reminder of just how unpredictable this sport can be. For Dodgers fans, the idea of losing Betts is tough to even think about, but at the same time, if the front office believes it's the right move for the future, we know they won't be afraid to make a bold decision. So now I want to hear from you. Would you trade Mookie Betts if it meant getting back a package of elite young talent? Do you think the Dodgers should even consider it, or is he too important to this team's success? And from the Red Sox side, do you think Boston should actually make a move to bring him back, or is it too late to undo the mistake they made in 2020? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a conversation that every baseball fan needs to be a part of. Systems in baseball, and some of these young guys are going to be knocking on the door for a bigger role in 2025. We've already seen flashes of greatness from Bobby Miller, and there's a real chance he becomes the ace of this team moving forward. But he's not alone. Emmett Sheehan, Gavin Stone, Michael Busch, and even catching prospects like Diego Cartaya and Dalton Rushing could be part of the next wave of Dodgers stars. As always, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date on all the latest Dodgers news and rumors, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.